Last thing on the pod, we're going to do a little Bears Justin Fields talk here.
Okay.
Eberflus 1.
Yeah.
How many years of job security does the move up for Justin Fields give Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy? Because you didn't think they'd have license to draft
I wasn't
a
sure if they
quarterback.
would, right. That's why I had them kind of falling past there, as I just wasn't sure. I would think this gives them this year, I think it's only going to, it adds one more year to their tenure, for sure. Like, okay, this year, Andy Dalton, blah, blah, blah.
Midway through the year, here comes Justin Fields.
It's as soon as there's an inkling to move in Fields, they're going to do it. They got to do it, But I think it buys them the 2022 season for sure. That's as far as I'll go. I don't know if it definitely buys them 2023.
Yeah.
But where it does is 2022, he plays, and if it just shows any signs of being good or anything, they might just go, let's stick with it and see what 2023 is. So I think it just an extra year is what I'm saying.
One of the comments to us, we were both included on Twitter, was someone trying to crush you for having Fields go 32. But we've seen that in the past where if a quarterback starts falling, there aren't many destinations for him.
Right.
He said Trey Lance, that could have been the danger for him if the 49ers don't take him at 3. I think his comment was, you had him going 32 where every other mock draft had him going top 10. How do you feel now? And I responded with, well, so then Simms is the only one that had him going outside of the top 10. I was like, you called that if every other draft had him going number 3, number 5 overall, number 8 overall. And so he did start to slide. And if the Bears don't take him there, it is really interesting to talk.
Well,
I wonder where he goes.
Well, that's another thing where again, we can get into that conversation just a little here real quick because I know we want to wrap this up. But, like, you talk about him at 11, and I just want to go, who did they think was going to pick him before 20? That's just right. Like, there's no way the Patriots are taking Justin Fields. There's no way. From the information I have, there's no way. So it'd be one of those things, too, where I'd go, maybe Washington, maybe they were worried about them, and that's why they make that move.
Yeah. There's some, Pete saying the Vikings maybe at 14.
Vikings, yep. Florio's been saying he thinks the Vikings were involved there.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that's going to be certainly interesting to watch. Fields, how are they going to incorporate him in that offense, everything like that. We know the fan base is going to be clamoring for him because Andy Dalton's not going to excite them. This is just Justin Fields from Ohio State, a national championship contender, and he's a specimen. So I would think all those things are going to lead the Chicago fan base to even put the pressure on the Bears more to get him out there quickly.
ADM27 says, I agree with your points on Justin Fields, but how could he find it tough to succeed with his throwing while Cam Newton has done well with his subpar throwing?
Yeah, don't just take last year after COVID with Cam Newton. Cam Newton came into the league throwing missiles and bombs everywhere. We were like, holy crap. He played Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers his rookie year. It's the only time ever I've seen Aaron Rodgers after a game sprint over to the other quarterback and go like, that was amazing what you were doing there today. I thought I was the only guy in football that could do that.
Yeah.
You threw like a 60-yard post, like falling backwards for a touchdown. I'm the only guy that's supposed to be able to do that. So there was not an issue. And the whole Cam needs to throw better thing is all from a narrative of when he had a hurt shoulder. And everybody was like, he's throwing like this year. He had a torn labrum. Yeah, he threw like. And then last year, it started off throwing it really good. And then COVID hit. And, of course, it fell apart. So don't. I'm not ready to sit here and tell you Cam Newton's a horrible thrower yet. I'm not. I'm not ready. And I don't think New England is either. And there definitely wasn't those concerns at all with him coming out. Cam, doesn't have a hitch. There's issues with his throwing, no doubt about it. But, again, he doesn't have a hitch in his giddy-up that I know what scared me with Justin Fields and a whole bunch of other teams. So that's the big thing.
Cam can let it go.
Cam can let it go. Really up top here and everything, he doesn't do a lot of wrong things. At times he can get like this and just try to overpower it, and he doesn't get that opposites between the lower and upper half of his body. But he always keeps his arm angle. He doesn't let it wiggle and do crazy stuff like that. So he's got things to work on, I know, but it's not to the level of what we talked about with Fields.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.